Okay. I'm gonna get all immodest for you when I say this. Now, I wasn't lying when I said I already had the second episode recorded, but it was really just me, like, going in the caves and dying, and I thought that would be absolutely boring, because it would be. So I'm just kind of, like, going to not redo, but do over the whole second episode. It has been a while since I've been on this world. Why the heck so many trees? Let's just go inside so that we don't die. But I do appreciate you guys waiting and being patient. It means a lot because I have been busy with a bunch of stupid stuff like school, but now that it's summer, we're going to be able to do a lot more stuff. It's going to be so much more fun. I'm going to uphold that promise. I swear I would never upset the YouTube subscriber gods, okay? Which is you, in case you forgot. That is...
I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah, she said...
What the heck? We need torches for that. I also suck at the craft. Oh yeah, that's a safety gate. I remember. Let's go down here and light this up a little bit. Oh yeah! Oh, creeper! Oh, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. When did that happen? Am I forgetting something? I think I am. Strawberry soda. Yummy. That's good stuff. No, I hate it. Ah! Oh, I thought I heard a freaking creeper. I know there's one mucking about. I do not know where it went. Why do I have wheat? I don't have animals. Island. Wheat island! Dude, I totally forgot! Okay. What in the chickens did I just hear? Holy moly, I've got a whole pit of them! Yep, that's me. Dude, we have to have a better setup for these chickens. I feel so bad. Let's just give it the old expert once over. So today, hey cows, come to me. Pretty please. Hello cows, come to me, please. Hi, hello. I swear I've collected animals before. It's only been like, what, a month? Let's get these guys back home so that I can use them for their bodies, said P. Diddy kindly. I take it back. No, I don't. I take it back. No, I don't. Oh, I don't have an opinion. And now you guys are also going to go in a hole. Doesn't that sound lovely? You can have a little three-way marriage. Is that a thing? A three-way marriage? That'd be so cool. That'd be like having two best friends. Wait, you don't marry your best friends, right? I don't think you do. Well, why not? You know, why not? And you guys, let's... Okay, the chickens are right here. So 1, 2, excuse me, 3. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, get out of my way. Unless you want to die. You guys are gonna fall. Oh, not you. Also, I know it's old news, but I went to see the Minecraft movie. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Anyways, I went to go see the Minecraft movie with my friend, and we were sitting in the front seat, and she was so scared. I mean, like, I was scared too. I was wearing a hoodie when we went, because we had seen online of the people acting like literal delinquents and throwing stuff, and we were in the front row. Or, well, not in the front row, but close enough to consider it the front row. And when we had seen, you know, like, little previews on YouTube and stuff, so when we saw the part that Jack Black says, chicken jockey, we kind of like prepared and pulled up our hoods, and we were just like, oh my god, please don't let them throw anything. And this was just, you know, a small polite little theater. All right, it's like tucked behind a Rural King and I think Kroger's, so it's nothing crazy, but nothing to sneeze at, because, you know, we can get like cheap movies there. It was very nice. What was I saying? Yeah, it was a very tense situation, because I think like maybe the day before I had watched Moist Critical, and I was scared out of my little boots, okay? I went there shivering my little timbers because I didn't want some 12-year-old to throw popcorn and stuff at me, right? And I'm gonna be very real with you. I was worried over nothing. Really? The only thing that happened was like, I think there was this group of high school, maybe teenage male individuals behind us. So wait, I'm gonna get the wheat. And they were just saying some snarky stuff every once in a while, but I think it was pointed at each other. Like, you know how friends will just bicker and stuff like that. So, you know, that was really the only thing. But Listen, I've got to tell you, it was one of the most precious experiences of my entire life going to that thing. So when we were watching it, we had sat down, and I have not been to an actual film in a really long time. Like, I've just been staying at home watching movies on like Tubi and Netflix and stuff like that. I don't really go out to watch films too much. So when we came here, I had I don't want to say I had bad theater etiquette, but that's really the only way that I can describe it. In the beginning of the movie, before anything had even started, me and my friend were just sitting there, and, I was talking to her, and we were just hanging out, nothing wild. And I was not being loud. I wasn't being too loud at all, right? I was talking in a really low tone. I was being really respectful to people around me, even though there was only like 2 people in the room at the time. And I wasn't like whispering, but I was just talking in a low cadence, like what you would talk like in a library. And I was just talking, and nothing was even playing on the screen. But my friend, she just kept being like, shh, And I was like, okay. And I'd be quiet for a minute, and then I'd forget, and I'd be like, oh my god, I hope we see Ender Dragon and stuff like that.
Spoon prank. I'm so sorry.
And she would humor me for a little bit, and then she'd tell me to shut up, I'd be quiet, the movie's gonna start. And I was like, there's usually like 25 minutes of commercial time running before the actual movie even starts, isn't it? And there was quite a few commercials, or are they even called commercials anymore? Promos, trailers, who cares? There was quite a few before the movie even started. And so I was just, I was sitting next to her. We were just like, talking. Well, I was talking. She was trying to get me to not talking, which is fine because, it's a theater. You're supposed to, not talk and stuff like that. I think this would hurt. It would. Dang it. So that was like -1 point already because I don't open up a whole lot. So when I am like loud and obnoxious with you, I gotta be close to you. So that kind of hurt my feelings. But I've only known her for like a few months, and we just decided like, hey, we're friends. Let's go watch the Minecraft movie. We've both been meaning to watch it. It could be fun. And then the precious part, the absolutely awesome little part that makes me smile every single time I think about it. There was like this young kid. I didn't really know how old he was, but he was young, young enough that he might go to like maybe 1st grade, something like that, He was so sweet. So in the beginning, I think it's like Steve as a child, and he's thinking about or trying to get into these like mines, right? Like I yearn for the mines and stuff like that. And this little kid just giggles. And I don't know about you, I'm not too big on other people's kids. I don't like to be near or handle kids that I don't know personally most of the time. But if you don't smile at the sound of a child laughing, you are dead inside. What is wrong with you? And I think at one point that they're talking about the piglins. Something, one of the piglins or a group of the piglins actually, freaking frick. Okay. They actually go like outside in the overworld, I think it's called in the movie. Move, pig. Go. They turn into zombified piglins, which, it's in the game, And the kid, he says, and it's not loud or anything. It's just really quietly, like he's talking to like his mom or something. He's like, that's the game. And I freaking smiled so hard because I was like, this kid has it built up in his head, and I hope it's everything that he's thinking it's going to be, because I would just love that for him. I think when the main kid was like fighting the Enderman in the mansion and just was like staring at him or something, the kid was like, that's like in Java, where like you stare at the Enderman and they just like can't move, right? And I was like, man, this kid's educated, huh? which might be silly. I'm getting these bones for wolves, by the way. I think the evil lady, I can't remember her name for the life of me, but the evil lady, she murdered one of the little tiny baby piglins, and I kid you not, at the exact same time, me and this kid both gasped like we had been slapped. I was so sad when that happened. I was actually so sad. But then again, I cry at freaking insurance commercials. So, and then at the very end of the movie, when everything's coming into a close, right? Oh, what? Okay. The credits might be playing, but Jack Black and the Aquaman guy, they're singing a song, and the kid, he was like a few rows behind us, so I couldn't really tell, but I imagined him to stand up and give a standing ovation, because he just starts clapping with his tiny little hands, and he goes, "Good movie, guys." good movie, good movie. And I was like, yeah, good movie, good film, good 10 stars. It was just so precious. I did not expect to have my freaking heart ripped out of my chest. We didn't really have a whole lot of problems. So it was really good. It was really nice. And we have chicken. That's quite a yap fest. Let's get some wood while we're here. I want to get all of the wolf variants. That might be the plan. When I was a kid, I used to think that letting them dissolve would like give you higher chances of getting the saplings back. But no, it's the same. It's the same if you hit it. It's the same if you let it dissolve. It's freaking stupid, man. Hey, horses. I wish I could have you. You're twins! You're like replicas! You are replicas! That's so cool! Have fun with your twin. Oh, there's a chapel or a church, whatever. Oh there! Oh, you know what we could do today? We could make ourselves a handy-dandy little iron farm out of the village. Now, I would, except I don't know how to make an iron farm. YouTube never let me down. The ones that are like massive holes in the ground make me laugh so much. This one looks pretty easy, so I'm gonna look at this one and see what this guy has to say.
And it will produce for you a ton of iron.
Really?
Basically more than you'll ever need.
Oh, okay, flat. We need flat. Well, I kind of want to make it where the village actually is. How flat are we talking? Give it to me! Okay, sorry. What the freak? Give it to me! I don't know, time travel.
I also recommend you make this fairly close to a village so that you can get some villagers in the farm fairly easily. So if you're going to build this farm along with me, what you'll need is everything inside of the chest here.
Wait. You. What am I doing? What am I primitive crafting, bro? Wipes, no stone. This area better be flat enough. I know he said something about don't build it right next to a village, but I'm gonna try it anyway, because I'm not hauling boats of people across dirt. Get out. Thank you. We're gonna need quite a few things. A million signs, fences, and gates. ENX04! Woo! So we're gonna make this really quickly. Can I shear my sheeps? I can shear them. Let's go shear the sheeps. Hello, sheeps. Thank you, sheeps. I mean, we could just mine for it. Go away. There's two. Okay, nice. That was making me nervous. Holy cow. How many iron golems do you guys need? Thank you.
Yeah!
Hello, voiceover Dizzy here. I ran out of time, and for some reason my mic stopped recording for this part, and there was music playing in the background, so I had to take it out. I'm getting stuff to make the iron farm. I saw these freaky villagers. I thought that was weird, and I saw two more right next to the fun police, and I thought he was gonna do something, but he just walked off. Anyway, we're digging the hole. This is where the villagers are gonna drop down, once we need them to go in the hole. This is me digging out the spot where they're gonna sleep. This stuff is supposed to, like, stop, but I placed that wrong. Whoops. This is supposed to stop the zombie from killing them and whatnot. This is where they're gonna be eternally tortured, because we love that zombie boat. And then staircase to heaven. The surface. What the heck? For the zombie, because zombies love stairs. Put the beds down so that the villagers will sleep, and the pillow is where they're at. This guy didn't want to sleep, so you see, they just dropped down because they're stupid and they thought to trust a random bed. Got a zombie in there. The zombie was supposed to go in the boat so that he would torment the villagers. I'm pretty sure he was there at this point, but I'm just digging the place where the golems are gonna spawn. And these blocks here are what they're gonna, like, suffocate on, because they can't breathe dirt, unfortunately. Making sure the zombie's in there, which it is good. This is hoeing the area, and for some reason that stops the golem from, like, messing up the farm or something. This was just satisfying me, and I saw a really lonely tree on an island, filling up the water so that the stuff goes there, and I was waiting for ages for a golem to spawn, and it finally did. So I realized that I needed to put a hopper there instead, because I wasn't always going to be able to go down there and get it. Look, we've already got our first bit of iron. I'm so happy. I also made a villager breeder really quickly so that I didn't run out of people, and I wanted mending at some point. And eventually I did get 3 in there, but look how much iron we got from just, like, running around and doing random tasks. We are slowly industrializing this world, and we're going to get rich really, really soon. Hopefully we'll have something more exciting for the next episode. But, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.